Hello, hello, I am live. Welcome everyone to tonight's show. I would like to say hello to the Rose, hello, and Christina, hello, Christina, and the others will sure be joining in soon. As always, the notifications are up and down. And tonight we are going to we're going to be learning everything we should know about Zozo, the Malevolent Ouija board demon, before we start using a Ouija board. So, can't wait to get into all this information. And yeah, so I'm just going to wait a few minutes. I know there won't be a lot of people tonight due to yesterday there were a lot of live streams everywhere, here and there and everywhere. Everyone went live. So maybe it's the same thing tonight. I'm not sure, but could be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the show right now. And if you come in late, I'm sorry if I don't say hi right away, but I'm sure I'll get around to saying hi to you. And you can always rewatch what you missed. So I am going to start because I like to keep my shows an hour long or even less. So grab a comfy blanket and some hot cocoa and a good snack. And here we go on learning about Zozo. And some people, well, I guess they're not interested in Zozo stuff. And there's so many controversies about this. Hi, Sean. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Okay, so I'm going to start off very slowly and see from there how far I'm going to get with this because I also have some Ouija board scary stories also. So once I'm finished introducing the Zozo character and I still have time, well, maybe I'll throw out a Ouija board Zozo story if I can. So here we go. So it starts off by saying, be careful not to communicate with Zozo, the malvoyant Ouija board demon waiting to wreck your life. Because this demon, I don't know, likes to wreck your life, play bad tricks on you, and stuff like that. So let's try and find out more about this one. Stories of the Ouija board demon Zozo have been circulating for just about as long as the Ouija board game itself has been around. Who is Zozo? Depends on who you ask, but most people familiar with Zozo believe it to be either a demon, a ghost trying to scare and impress the living. So it could be just a regular ghost or whatever, or just a product of the inner imagination. Regardless of Zozo's true identity, the origin tales of horroring encounters with it have become some widespread that they've inspired books and horror movies. Okay. Of course, Ouija is a board game, and your chances to accidentally speed dial a bonfade spirit in the middle of your Halloween party is pretty low. Still, just in case, it can't hurt to keep an eye out for signs that Zozo is haunting your Ouija board or spirit board. Read read on to find out more of what to do if Zozo appears the next time you say hello. So hello, hello. Oh, we got some people here. Wow. We got Face the Ace. Hello. Hello, Face the Ace. We got Debbie. Hello, Debbie. Thank you guys for joining me. So I just started. I just read the first paragraph, like what we're going to. I'm at the point where it's going to tell us what to do if we encounter Zozo while playing the Ouija board. So it's like emergency steps, or I don't know. It'll tell us what to do. So it says here, modern day encounters with Zozo sound absolutely terrifying. Several people claim to have been possessed by Zozo, and the experience they described are absolutely nightmarish. Paranormal researcher Darren Evans re-encountered having a nervous breakdown when Zozo stalked and tormented his daughter until she had to be admitted to a hospital. The internet is also rife with spine-chilling tales of meeting Zozo and facing the aftermath of each encounter. According to one witness, Zozo first asks a series of questions about the players' families through a spirit board before mysteriously uh, extinguishing a candle and going on the curse and strike of nasty bad luck for the witness and her family. So it finds out information about you and your family before it starts to torment you and stuff. So I guess not all demons know everything about you, is what they say. Okay, and then it says another witness who also claimed to have contacted Zozo through a spirit board allegedly spent some with a friend talking to a spirit named Zozo until her friend began experiencing strange symptoms that started with a headache and suddenly disappearing from the house in the middle of the night. So, unexplainably disappearing in the middle of the night. So, one person played with a friend. That was weird. The friend got a headache and mysteriously disappeared in the middle of the night. Okay. Whatever it is, Zozo is way older than you think. Okay. The first recorded account of a supernatural encounter with an entity calling itself Zozo dates back to far before Darren Evans reports. In the last published edition of, I don't know why the book's name is in French, but it's Le Dictionnaire Infernal, the Infernal Dictionary is what I read from the French. That's the title of the book. I don't know, maybe you can research it or something. The same book that contains the symbols that Evans claimed was a representation of Zozo's name. The other documented case of demonic possession that took place in the village of Telly in 1816. The case encountered a girl who claimed to be possessed by three demons. Their names were Mimi, Carpoulet, and Zozo. According to another theory, Zozo is another name for a mischievous demon named Pazuzu. I've heard of the name Pazuzu before. If Zozo really is a nickname for Pazuzu, its creature, this creature has been terrorizing occultists and party games enthusiasts for at least 2,700 years. That's how old he is, Pazuzu. I've heard that name. I don't know if it was in a movie or Ouija Ouija. Yeah, I don't know if it's from a movie or what, but I've heard that name Pazuzu. So maybe it is. Let's see. Zozo might really be a demon or just a mind trip. Okay. Most descriptions of Zozo refer to it as a demon, but the truth is that nobody knows what it is. Zozo's MO is to introduce itself to unwary spirit board users, interact with them through the board for a little while, and then slowly begin to spread its influence over their lives. Though a few connections exist between the name Zozo and the identity of a demon, it's not entirely clear if Zozo calls itself a demon or it reports of its malicious behavior have earned it a demonic reputation. Zozo may not be just one entity either. After all, if ghosts exist and we can truly speak to them, there's nothing preventing them from using the name Zozo to scare us. In fact, there might not even be a Zozo. The trademark bizarre planchette movements and negative feelings associated with Zozo could easily be produced subconsciously by anyone familiar with the nasty rumors surrounding its name. Okay, so just your beliefs or what you know could do that. Oh, a coffee. Thank you. Thank you for a coffee. I needed a coffee. I think I'm coming down with a cold. I hope not, please. Okay. This one here says, if you contact Zozo, prepare for some hellish consequences. Okay. Let's see this. While not every Zozo story involves ongoing torment at the hands of a mysterious force, even temporary contact with Zozo can be an unsettling experience. Oh, okay. People who claim to have encountered Zozo often describe experiencing sudden, intense feelings of anger, fear, depression, or suicidal intentions while speaking with the entity through the spirit board. Oh, now that's strong. Some victims even say they've experienced physical symptoms, including headaches, sleepwalking, and in one case, an infection. Inexplainable strings of bad luck have also been attributed to Zozo. To date, there are no confirmed incidences of actual deaths caused by Zozo, but the incidents re-encountered by alleged victims are doubtful enough to lose sleep over. Doubtfully enough to lose sleep over. Yeah. AD, hello and welcome. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. So I am reading some information about Zozo, and at one point I will get to a point to what to do if we encounter Zozo. So some security guidelines, if ever, AD. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, it says here, this one, I found this one really weird. You don't need to use a spirit board to run into Zozo. Ooh. Almost every story of an encounter with Zozo involves a spirit board, but even if you don't pick up the planchette, you might be unlucky enough to attract Zozo's attention. Some have contacted it through pendulums, dowsing, and systems similar to a spirit board that uses a suspended weight. Incidents of a planchette or indicate answers. So a system that, yeah, something similar to a spirit board, but it's not a spirit board. Could be a pendulum, dowsing rods, can be all sorts of things. uh, Others have reported meeting Zozo through automatic writing sessions and hypnosis. Researchers have also captured what they claim is EVP audio footage of Zozo. Darren Evans, the most well-known researcher of the Zozo phenomenon, has even taken what he believes to be a photograph of Zozo. You see, they say he's well known, Darren Evans, paranormal researcher, investigator. I don't know. I don't know him. Do you guys know him? Bat Rican, hello, welcome. Nice to see you here. Nope. Okay, let me just continue on here. Here it says, keep an eye out for Zozo's freaky calling cards. Most encounters with Zozo start off as despectively being conversations before they start to turn sinister. However, okay, just by talking about them. However, there are several signs that can tip you off in time for you to disengage before anything truly creepy happens. Here's how you'll know it's time to put the game away. So if you're playing with the Ouija board, the planchette will move in a rainbow pattern from side to side, sometimes pointing to O and Z over and over. The planchette will move in repeated figure 8 movements. The planchette will spell out any version of Zozo's name. Watch out for ZOZO or ZOSO, ZAZA, or Mama, MAMA in particular. I didn't know about the other ones. You might see what looks like shadows moving around the area where you're playing. Ooh. You and whoever you're playing with will start to feel scared, unease, or upset. Okay, so that means it's time to put the game away. Juliet, hello. Welcome. Joax, hello. Thank you for coming by. Nice to see you all. Am I so lucky to have you all here with me? Okay, now we'll continue on with this one. You can tell Zozo goodbye, just be careful. If you suspect you might have made contact with Zozo, the best thing you can do is to stay calm. If Zozo really is a demon spirit, your fear will just make it stick around more. If you're using a spirit board, close the session by moving the planchette to goodbye. This will formally end the game and you won't be able to make contact with Zozo anymore. If you aren't using a spirit board, end your game or session according to its official rules as quickly and calmly as you can, even if Zozo is nothing more than a product of the mere effect of overactive imaginations. Just remember, uh, removing the source of your fear will help you escape the feeling of being haunted. So that is creepy. Wildflower Adventure. Hello. Welcome. It's nice to see you all. That's going to be a little creepy. Okay, getting rid of Zozo is tricky, but it can be done. Okay, let's see what we do to get rid of Zozo if we unfortunately came up with him. Let me see here. Okay, the easiest way to avoid forming an unwanted encounter with Zozo is to stop communicating with it for a while. If you use a spirit board, put it away for a while or use it somewhere besides the place where you believe you've run into Zozo. Cleansing your home or anywhere in particular where you feel like Zozo is more likely to bother you is also a pretty reliable way of stepping off negative influences and regaining some peace of mind. If you're a spiritual person, go ahead and give your place a cleanse with whatever tool works best for you, such as sage or holy water. If you're dealing with a run of bad health or cruddy luck, your best course of action is to take care of yourself. Remember that what goes down will come up again. Don't ignore your physical or mental health, whether it's creepy spirits or garden vanity health problems that have you worried. And if you're 100% convinced that what you're facing is an actual demonic spirit, you can't go wrong with a good old exorcism. Okay, so if none of the purification things work, you can always try and find a way to get exercise for an exorcism or something. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one is Zozo has other names, and they're all really weird. Zozo goes by many other names. Zozo with an S instead of a double Z, Zaza, Zoos, and even Mama or Atticus. Atticus, yeah. Some sources also associate Zozo with Pazuzu, the Demon King. Oh yeah, that's what he is. Pazuzu is the Demon King, and they probably say it's Zozo too. Okay. Demon King of the Southwest Wind and the inspiration for a vengerous spirit in The Exorcist. Okay, yeah, they got the movie Exorcist got their idea of making it whatever by Pazuzu and Zozo, whatever. And Darren Evans, a paranormal researcher whose reports brought Zozo into the public eye, described encountering Zozo through a Ouija board with a symbol etched into it that could be read as the name Zozo. Curiously, the symbol is almost identical to the Zos symbol used to represent Jimmy Page on the inner sleeve of the fourth Led Zeppelin album. Oh, Jimmy Page. Okay. While it's not impossible that Page took graphic design advance from a demon, it's more likely that he adapted the symbol from the Dictionnaire Infernal, the Infernal Dictionary, an encyclopedia of demons written in 1818. Okay, so that book there that's has a French title um, was written in 1818. However, this book lists the symbols as a protective sigil, not a demonic one. This means that Evans and Zed Leplin fan probably took Zozo's name from the symbol he saw in the album and gave it a demonic origin story, or Zozo just happens to be really into Led Zeppelin. Did you guys know that? Led Zeppelin had demonic symbols on one of its albums. Good night, AD. Thanks for coming by. Good night, Wildflower. Thanks for coming by. Okay, so I didn't know this Led Zeppelin thing had like symbols of demonic symbols on their album. So this is the last part for this part of how to get rid of them or whatever to protect yourself. A little caution goes a long way. There's no uh, guarantee that any given spirit board session will bring you face to face with Zozo, but why leave it up to chance? Before you pick up the planchette, take a minute to set some ground rules for whoever or whatever you're hoping to contact. If Zozo does indeed exist, it might think twice before trying to imitate you if you've shown that you're willing to take control of the encounter. Just dedicate a minute or two before your session to state firmly that you're not interested in talking to anyone who wants to scare or control you, and that if they try, you're going to tell them goodbye. Okay, so before you start, you be prompt and you say, I'm the boss here. This might not sound like it would do much to deal with a demon, but it definitely won't hurt to introduce yourself as someone willing to fight back against any unruly spirits looking for someone to haunt. So that's that for that. So I still got like half an hour maybe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read you guys one or two creepy stories, or let me see if I can find a story. Creepy Ouija board stories. Okay, let's see what it's. I don't know how long. Is it long? No. Okay, here's one. It says 2 weeks of haunting. Okay. Let me see where it starts. Out of their way. Redditor? Then there's a weird name. I don't know what that is. Okay. Went out of their way to get haunted by something that came through their Ouija board. Okay, that's their name. After trying and failing to contact a spirit the first time, they cut the lights, lit some candles, and turned on an old radio to play nothing but white noise while they tried to make contact with the other side. That's a pair of bad idea genes if you ever do this. Okay, so they're really trying to contact these people here. There's so many ads popping up, guys, that you can't even read it. When a spirit finally responded, the redditor and their friends learned that its name was Zozo, and from there things went about poorly as they could. We began to try and move the planchette in circles like you do when you're expecting an answer, and all of the sudden it effing stopped the hello spot on the board and would not effing move. They're swearing. What is this? We actually slid the whole board off the table trying to get it to move. It was being pushed down hard. The planchette constantly alternated between hello and no. The radio emitted scratching sounds. A bunch of objects fell off the top of the refrigerator. The candles blew out, and a cat that lives at the house began walking with a limp. The next day, weird activity continued in her home for the next 2 weeks. Okay, that was weird. My gosh. But I wish I got the name properly. It's some internet name. So, what's this one? So, okay. So yeah, they have all these weird names, so I can't really this one here says, while messing around with a Ouija board as a young man, the stepdad of a former Redditor was visited by a demon who told him that his firstborn child would perish. Undisturbedly, the next morning, the guy tried to get rid of the board first by throwing it away, then by burning it, and finally burying it with a Bible on top for good measures. Years later, his wife miscarried their first child. Oh no. That is so sad. Oh, shoot. Yeah, they're hard to understand, the stories, though, but they're going to be better this week. My video that'll be coming out for Wednesday will be people that did murders because the Ouija board told them to. So I got quite a few of those, and they'll make more sense than the ones that were here on this one, because this was really from off the dark web there. So they talk in internet language that I don't understand. So it's kind of hard to read them for you. But my stories that I'll be taking out Wednesday will be creepy enough. You'll get names and dates and where it happened and stuff. And then Thursday, well, it's going to be a little short of a creepy story. I guess I might as well put like this week Ouija board week. Dios mío, Señor. Dios mío. You scared? Yeah, so this week, I guess, on the channel it's going to be Ouija board special. Because on Friday I've got some other scary stories of Ouija boards. So I guess that'll be it for this week, guys. Next week we are going to go back to the stories of true or false there. You guys seem to like those ones, and I got quite a few waiting to be read to you guys, so I guess I'll be doing that for next week. Yeah. Yeah, sounds cool. Good. Yeah. So, on that note, you guys take good care of yourselves, and for sure, I'll be seeing you somewhere on someone else's channel live for some stuff. And yeah, so I know a Bat Rican tomorrow. Don't miss it, guys. He's going to be doing a giveaway. So there's that to look forward to tomorrow. I don't know if he plans on inviting people with him to do his giveaway or he's just going to be by himself doing his live. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. So, yeah, so this week will be Ouija week on Sandra Pink's channel. So have a good night, everyone. I love you all very much, and thank you for coming and spend a little moment or two here with me. I really appreciate it. And if you liked this live stream, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more live streams like this. And I'll see you around the broom somewhere. Love you all.